Once there was a place called Newtown, close to the centre of a big city. I don't know why it was called Newtown, because it didn't look new. Sometimes it looked quite old and dirty and sad. But tar flowers grew well in Newtown. It was one of those places where they grew best in the whole world. The thing about tar flowers is you have to look after them at night. It's no good during the day. So it was at night that I climbed out of my window and went to work. My name is Kev, and the tar flowers kept me busy. I had 17 gardens, and if they weren't looked after, they'd fade and look tired and sad. Some people understood about tar flowers. People like Sid and Mary and my mum and the Garbos. Other people didn't understand anything. They were the ones who said I was strange or not full quid. It didn't bother me too much, as long as I had friends.
Better not see that Kevin tonight.
If he's not home by sunup, there'll be trouble.
I'll be talking to him. Run.
They were right. I had to hurry to get it all done. My mum's name was Alison, and I knew she'd be getting up soon and looking in my room and worrying about where I was. She worried a lot, my mum. The garbage truck had its secrets too. Sometimes you could see it, and sometimes you couldn't. Sid could see it. Sid was a friend too. So were Alec and Guy. They lived in the streets and in the park, and they were at home there. Or they were till Mrs. Pearl arrived.
Looking good, Kev.
Yeah, Sid.
You're not late, are you?
Nah, not me. Tar flowers is what grows best in Newtown. The Welcome Inn Hostel was Mrs. Pearl's creation. Sid told me she got money from the government for every meal she served, so she had to fill her quota. Filling her quota, he said, had become Mrs. Pearl's mission in life, even if it meant helping people who were most anxious not to be helped.
I must go to my employment.
Sure, mate. You'll be a lot better off when you've had some breakfast, okay?
Hurry up! I've still got 100 meals left to serve.
Hi, Sid.
Kev, you have to be careful if people want to help you.
That sounded a bit funny to me then. I found out later he was right.
No, no more. Come and have some more to eat. No.
Yes, take him inside.
I better get going. See you later, Sid.
Hello, Alec. Hello, Guy.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Jobs.
Is your mum know you're out?
Well, she's... Where are you going?
Fishing.
can I come?
Of course you can. Just open the door.
Ah.
Right.
Good heavens! He's let them out! Get in! He's let them out!
You'll be all right when you've had a bit of breakfast, mate.
I don't think he's a full quid.
Take him inside.
Inside was a lot of street people, eating and keeping warm, but none of them looked happy. Mrs. Pearl came and poked her face at me.
What's your name?
I tried to answer her, but the words got jammed.
They don't like my cooking.
Well, they don't have to. It's good for them.
If I had more to work with.
You haven't. Haven't you fed him yet?
The food looked like old boiled army socks and gravy. Perhaps it was.
He's a good sailor.
If you don't say anything, how can we help you?
Just then, the alarm clock rang in my bag to remind me that I had to be home. And the rescue began to happen. Sid was waiting across the street to whisk me away while the clients poured out into the safety of the darkness. And Mrs. Pearl danced in the doorway like an angry meat ant. And Bruiser had his problems too. It had been a long night, and it was nearly over when the garbage truck came through our back lane. Mary lived next door, and she was a special friend. Nah, not me, Mary. You shouldn't be out in your pajamas.
Aren't those magic, Kev?
They find everything that's ever been lost. Meanwhile, Mrs. Pearl was out hunting for me. I didn't know it then, but she was beginning to blame me for all her trouble.
The gate shut.
There he is. What's he up to? Don't let him get away.
As the van bore down on me, I went for the nearest cover, Mrs. Tinsley's chook shed. It wasn't the best smelling company, but at least I felt safe.
You fool! Now you've lost him. Oh, mine now! Oh!
From the crash of the Air India jumbo jet, but no hope was held of finding alive any of the 329 people on board.
Kev, is that you?
Morning.
I finished, Mum.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, pooh. What have you been playing in?
I had a lot to do.
Oh, you're late. Come and have your shower.
Don, the street sweeper, was rather sweet on my mum. I didn't mind because Don was a friend.
Good morning, Mrs. Tinsley.
Good morning. Good morning, Alison.
Oh, good morning, Mrs. Tinsley.
Good day, Kev.
Good morning.
It was a bright morning and Mary and I were going shopping. I should have felt good, but something about last night and Mrs. Pearl still nagged at me like a bad tomato sandwich.
Bye, Nan. Bye, Pop.
Bye, Dad.
Hi, Kev.
Hello, Kev.
It's good to go shopping, isn't it, Kev? Were we going to drink at the shops? How old are the shops? Can we go past the school?
Yeah, you know too much, Sid, and that could be more trouble.
I work in newspapers.
You only sell them.
Yeah, I load the wheelbarrows too.
Say, you know everything.
Just about, Theo.
Okay, who's Jennifer Cotter going to marry?
Dragon Petrovich.
What sort of a name is that?
Just as good as Theo Psaris.
Sure, Sydney.
You two are going to be late for school. Let's have a colour run.
Purple.
Good morning, school. Settle down now and listen very carefully. Settle down, I said. Quiet! Quiet! I will have quiet, everybody! Now, a reminder. During the wet weather, boys are not to bounce their balls under a covered walkway. Glasses, move off!
Look there, Sid.
Hi, Siddy. We're doing nothing.
How I feel like?
Those people near the fence, move away.
Will I have to go there, Kev?
You have to go somewhere.
I don't want to grow up.
You know, you grow faster when you're little.
Yeah?
That boy, report to my office at once.
Our next stop was the park, which was a much happier place. Alec and Guy had a little place there.
Are they there, Kev?
Yeah, there they are.
Look, there's Don. Hello, Alec. Hello, Guy.
Good morning, Mary and Kevin.
G'day.
Shopping, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, a man may work from sun to sun, but a woman's work is never done.
What's Don doing?
He's dancing.
Is he in another competition?
The state finals. I was feeling much better. But then we heard the sound of hammering. I never heard nails being hammered into a coffin, but I reckon that's what it sounded like.
No eating.
No dogs. No dogs, Pete.
It's her. She's done it.
What is it?
They want to get us off the street.
Yeah, behind walls and no one can see us. That'll be right.
Just then, Mrs. Pearl came storming into the park, puffed up like an angry pigeon. Alec and Guy made themselves scarce and took me along for safekeeping.
Right there. Oh, you fool. Oh. Go on. Right, you can go. That's a nice dress you're wearing.
Excuse me, I'm trying to read.
Are you by yourself? What street do you live in? Does your mother know you're here?
I'm doing a message from me grandma.
Is that dog registered?
Hey, What's going on here?
What are you doing?
Well, I'm on my tea break. Are you all right, Liv?
I'm waiting for Kev.
Who's responsible for this?
Well, now, that's a council sign. I'd say the sign running department did that.
We'll see about that.
Well, that fixed her. Hey, look, there's Kit, love.
Now, that bruiser ought to be locked up.
Is he always in that grey coat?
Yeah.
So that's her.
Yep.
Haven't you two got work to do?
We're going to the bridge.
Oh, I remember the bridge. There were trams on the bridge.
Once Alec and Guy started remembering, it could go on all day.
One leg.
So Mary and I slipped away.
Halfway across, no traffic lights.
No traffic lights and no bounty hunters.
No bounty hunters and no hostels.
Oh, hostel.
Hey, you be careful on the bridge.
King Street was the border of Newtown, and as far as Mary and I could go. We never crossed the border. Instead, we turned back and went to see Mrs. Tinsley. She had a job cleaning the church hall.
I better get this place polished up before it's closing.
Why?
God knows.
Why?
Because God's everywhere.
Oh.
All over the world?
Ask Kevin.
If Newtown takes 3 songs to get from one end to the other, 5 songs would be everywhere.
What are you trying to do?
How many songs are there in the world?
Oh, I've got to clean that desk.
If Melbourne is 1,000 kilometres away, and Newtown takes 3 songs long, how big is a world? Is Newtown a world?
Oh, I wish you'd gone to school, Kev.
Is this...
Yes, love.
And God's all over it?
Yes.
Even in the toilet?
I think we're allowed to be by ourselves sometimes.
So, there you are.
Oh, dear, because you're with me.
This was supposed to be cleared last week. The Reverend said I'd have full use of the amenities.
Thursday's my day.
All this rubbish was supposed to be out. I need the space.
It's a shame the place has to close.
Eggs have to be broken to make an omelette.
You'd strangle your chooks.
What's he doing here?
He's with me.
We're doing messages.
He's a vandal.
Mrs. Tinsley did her best to cheer us up. Mrs. Tinsley had some magic too.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Come on now, let's sweep the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hurry up or we'll be late. Time to get some work done. Here we are, Kev, love.
Thanks,
there you are,
Mrs.
little
Tinsley.
Mary. Bye-bye, dears.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mrs. Tinsley. Did you do that, Kev?
Nah, Not me. Come on.
Leftovers, sir.
Leftovers are not collected. Be precise, boy, and you'll grow up like me. Come in. Go, boys, go. The door, boy.
Good afternoon. I thought it was time I came over to introduce myself. I'm at the hostel.
Cedric Gaspin.
Mrs. Pearl.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you. I'm looking for a vandal.
How many do you want? Have you had lunch?
Oh, thank you very much. Kind of you, sure.
I'm terribly sorry. It's one of mine. Peanut butter and sardine.
That's the one!
What have you guys been up to?
We went to Mrs. Tinsley's this morning.
Did ya?
This lady with grey hair is from the hostel.
Mrs. Pearl.
I've told you before about that dog. I'll have the council onto you. Well, say something. Speak up. What's the matter with you? Haven't you got a tongue in your head?
Come on, kids.
You shouldn't be playing with him. It's not right.
Who is that boy?
Sid had a leftover sandwich and put it to good use.
Why can't I play with you, Kev? You know more games than anybody else. See these sandals? Well, they're real fast. Look.
Now, I have a brochure here. There's a standard agreement. We can plan a 6 months activity program for your son at the workshop.
I don't think so, Mrs. Searle.
Mrs. Pearl, you'd see a lot more of him.
Look, that's really very nice of you, but I've got to go to work.
Oh, well, I was in the area and thought I should introduce myself. I had a call from the school today. He was there, you know.
Don't go out tonight, love. I've got to finish Jenny's late shift.
I can't, Mum. They'll die.
This Mrs. Pearl doesn't understand that, love. She sees you wandering around, she'll think I don't love you.
She put Alec and Guy in a van last night.
I really do want you to stay in tonight. Kev?
If I don't draw them, they'll die.
Sweetheart, you're more important to me than your jobs are.
Sometimes I'll die. I'll die. I'll die. I'll die.
All right. I only go out for a short time. Eh? Set your alarm and don't cross King Street. Night, you monkey.
Night, Mum.
That's right. There were 2 of them. They knocked on the door when they'd done it.
You'll be right, matey. When you've had something to eat, matey. Is he taking pills or something?
Easy, mate. I think he's dropping.
That's the vandal.
There you go. Kev can't write.
You know he draws things, though.
Yeah. And?
Well, you should do something about this.
It needs a G.
Oh. You can't have people writing on walls. What What's going on?
How many bags do you want, missus?
One. No, two. No, none. Oh, what's going on? I insist that you do something about this.
Certainly, Mrs. Pearl. I'll see what I can do.
A few nights passed quietly. Then Mary and Big Dog and I were out together. It's Alec and Guy.
We only want to help you. We can help.
What'd she do with them?
It's not good. They made a run for it, but she was close behind. So they made an emergency escape.
And they went through a pedestrian subway.
That's right.
But there isn't a pedestrian subway there.
Well, that's where they went, didn't they?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Your licence, please, sir? Are you sure this is your driving licence, sir?
It's him. He's the vandal.
I think you need a rest, Mrs. Pearl.
He thought it was a tunnel.
Did you see him show his auntie his radio license to the policeman? Hey.
Mrs. Pearl had had a bad night, but that didn't stop her. She was back on the phone in her office, in the cold, grey basement of the hostel, plotting revenge.
Yes. Well, I think they're a dangerous influence. No, I'm not welfare. It's not my responsibility. Well, it will be your problem if I can't take care of it. I thought you could help. Thank you.
Kev! What are those men doing?
Come on. Nothing was left of Alec and Guy. Just their chessboard and a few broken things.
They've gone, Kev.
She's done it.
They'll be back, love.
They won't, Pop. They've got 'em, and they'll experiment and things.
Ah, she wouldn't do things like that.
She wrecked everything, Pop.
They're probably hiding somewhere. What about the brick pits?
The park was their home. They've lost it, like in the wars.
Well, their home is everywhere.
But the park was special. It was theirs.
That's true, Princess.
It was true. The park had been theirs, and now Mrs. Pearl had made it hers. It was like she was spreading a cold, grey mist all over Newtown.
Pop, we've got to get it back for them.
You speak to Kev about it. That Mrs. Pearl has a lot to learn.
She certainly has.
Well, I'm off to bed. Don't you stay up too late.
Night, Mum.
No, night, love.
I had to do something. Alec and Guy had lost their real home. I had to get it back for them. But Mrs. Pearl kept hunting me down. Street boundary. I wasn't allowed to go any further, but I had to escape. And suddenly, the Garbos were there again, just when I needed them most.
Get him!
Well, thank you for telling me, Mrs. Pearl.
It's not good for boys like him to be wandering around at night by themselves.
I've told you before I can look after Kevin.
We have programs designed to help people like him.
He doesn't need a program. He needs encouragement and love.
I think your boy needs professional help. Then he wouldn't be in trouble.
What trouble?
We were only trying to help, but...
What trouble?
They picked him up before I could assist.
Who picked him up?
Now, don't be alarmed. I'm sure it's nothing serious.
Where is he?
In a garbage truck. Mrs. Little, it was a garbage
That's
truck.
all right, Mrs. Pearl. They're his friends.
Friends? Well, you're as irresponsible as your son.
I don't want your sort of help. I don't want anyone looking after Kev, and neither does he. He looked after himself very well until you came along.
I didn't think your sort would listen to reason.
You're nothing but a bully.
You call this healthy, do you? I can give him real help.
Tell me, Mrs. Pearl, why did Kev need his friends tonight?
Well,
Something must have happened.
That's not the point.
No? What is the point, then?
You change your mind, my girl.
No way, Jose.
She doesn't like me, does she?
What
Mum?
have you been doing?
She don't, and I never done nothing wrong. I never, she don't, I never.
Okay. You just frighten her, Lobby. It's not your fault. Okay? It's not your fault. There's just a lot of frightened people in the world, Kev.
Mum was probably right. I did frighten her. I never thought of frightening anyone. Why did Mrs. Pearl have to be frightened of me?
Yeah, well, she's growing up, aren't you, love?
They grow up too quick.
Yeah, they do.
Say goodbye.
I waited for things to get better, but they didn't.
Bye-bye, Princess.
Mary started school.
Hey, have a
That
good
was
day.
the first blow.
Wouldn't you like to paint? It'd be fun.
You can't have fun when your mate's in trouble.
Hello, Sid.
G'day, Kev. Come here. Yes, you boy, you. Come here at once.
And while he shouted at me, and while I tried to speak, Big Dog was being kidnapped.
I could have helped you if I wasn't in school. It's not fair, Kev.
Big's coming back, you know. True. I drew a door on a truck. He'll get out. He will. He'll be back. I said it to Mary, and I tried to believe it, but it wasn't easy.
You're very quiet tonight. Want to talk to me about it?
Dunno.
Might make you feel better.
I can't, Mum.
You've got to promise me properly you won't go out at night.
But me job, Mum. Everything's dying.
Promise me?
All right, Mum.
Gee, Kev's flowers are dying, aren't they, mate?
Yeah, place isn't quite the same.
I think it looks shocking.
Yeah.
I've never seen the place look as bad.
I didn't go out at night since I'd promised, but Mum hadn't said anything about going out at dawn. I had to make a garden of tar flowers at the school for Mary. Some things were important, and this was.
I've never seen anything like it. The police were around earlier, but they couldn't see what they could do about it. You wait till your mother gets here.
They're great, Kev.
Go to your classroom.
It's not time yet.
I rang, but there's no one at home. I'll take him over to the hostel for the day. Put him in.
Where are you going?
I'm getting Alison.
Come back here.
No way, Jose.
Come back here at once. Come back here. Come back, I say.
You wouldn't have to have a towel, would you?
They put me in the welcome inn, and all I was doing was putting labels on cans of vegetables, replacing old torn ones and not getting paid for it. There weren't any signs saying no talking and laughing, but nobody talked or laughed anyway.
And when you're finished those, you can start on these. Get everything stacked up. The inspectors are coming.
Right?
Stack everything up. The inspectors are coming.
What?
Oh. Fool!
After a while, I got tired of it and started a colour run.
Blue, blue. Green, blue. Pink, blue. Blue, blue. Purple. Yellow. Blue. Pink. Green. Pink. Purple. Yellow. Green. The phone?
Turn it off! What do you think you're doing? You're supposed to be working, not playing. Now don't waste my time. Fool! Yes?
Good morning.
I'm from the Department Inspection Service.
Oh. How do you do? Come this way. This is our labeling and packaging room. This is the storeroom. This is where we keep the relabeled cans.
I see. Hello, sweetie.
Hey, you're a hard bloke to find, matey.
Excuse me.
I'm taking him home.
Oh, ridiculous. He likes it here.
Get your things, Kev. We're going to Nanopolis.
But then something started happening in the storeroom where the cans with the finished tar flowers were stacked.
Oh, hello, Don.
How's it all going, love?
Not good.
Have you tried the hideout?
Yeah, Mary and Theo did. Oh, Don, you and your flowers. Don.
See, Sadie!
Come on, let's go.
Is that the score?
I've said all along he was uncontrollable. Come down, you vandal!
Can you hear me, boy? Come down at once. Well, take it easy, Kev.
Stay there, Kev!
He's capable of useful work.
Kev, be careful! He'll come down when he's ready. Just leave him alone.
You people should be ashamed of yourselves. You're encouraging him.
That's more than you're doing.
Come down here when you're told. Oh. He's got to stop. If you go on letting him vandalize like this, there's no telling what he'll end up doing.
They're tar flowers!
And that's not vandalism.
There's nothing wrong with that wall.
After that, I grew up a bit, and some things changed. I got a job as official gardener. Mrs. Pearl closed down the Welcome Inn and moved away. Mrs. Tinsley got the church hall back. Chook Gusman retired as headmaster and went fishing. Only Sid and Mary didn't change much. They just stayed my friends, and the tar flowers just grew brighter and stronger.